The crystalline throne room of the Zenari royal palace hummed with an energy that made Adam's teeth ache. He stood before Queen Velithra, her iridescent carapace reflecting the light of 3 suns through the transparent dome overhead. Behind her, Princess Elsa, if one could call a being of pure quantum coherence a princess, flickered between states of matter, her form never quite settling into solidity. Human, the Queen's voice resonated through his neural implant, bypassing his ears entirely. You have rejected my daughter's courtship for the 3rd cycle. Our customs demand an explanation before we proceed with diplomatic dissolution. Adam swallowed hard. Diplomatic dissolution was a polite term for what amounted to humanity's expulsion from the Zenari trade network, a death sentence for the colonies struggling to terraform Mars and establish footholds in the outer planets. Your Majesty, he began, feeling the weight of 2 billion human lives pressing down on his shoulders. I mean no disrespect to Princess Elsa or to your people. Yet you run, Velithra said, her compound eyes somehow conveying both curiosity and menace. You fled the bonding ceremony. You avoided the neural synchronization ritual. You rejected the genetic compatibility tests that showed a 97% alignment, unprecedented between our species. Elsa drifted closer, her form coalescing into something almost human-shaped. Almost. Adam could see the stars through her translucent skin, could feel the pull of her consciousness trying to merge with his own. It had taken every ounce of his willpower and 3 illegal neural firewalls to keep her out. I don't love her, Adam said simply. The throne room fell silent. The attending courtiers, beings of various quantum states and dimensional phasing, seemed to freeze. Even Elsa stopped flickering. Love, Queen Velithra leaned forward. You reject a union that would bind our civilizations, that would grant humanity access to fold space technology, that would elevate your species from crawling through real space like insects, because of an emotional chemical reaction. Yes, Adam said, though his voice cracked on the word. The Queen's laugh was like glass shattering in reverse, pieces flying together to form something whole. Explain this concept that supersedes survival, Ambassador. Adam took a breath. This was it, the moment that would either save humanity or doom it. He thought of the briefings, the politicians who had coached him, the psychologists who had tried to condition his responses. He thought of his parents back on Earth, who had been so proud when he was selected as humanity's first Xeno-diplomatic envoy. And he thought of Sarah. Your Majesty, the Zenari evolved from collective consciousness, didn't you? You're individuals now, but your ancestors were hive-minded beings who achieved sentience through quantum entanglement. This is known, Velithra said impatiently. For humans, it's different. We evolved from primates who formed pair bonds, not for logic or survival, but because of neurochemical processes that created attachment, devotion, and what we call love. It's irrational, yes. It makes no strategic sense, but it's fundamental to what we are. Elsa's form shimmered, and for a moment, Adam could have sworn he saw confusion in her constantly shifting features. My daughter is compatible with you, the Queen insisted. The tests proved this beyond statistical anomaly. She can phase match your neural patterns. She can share your consciousness. She can give you access to dimensions your species cannot perceive. What is this love compared to that? Love is choosing someone when you could choose anyone else, Adam said, his voice steadier now. It's wanting to be with someone not because they're compatible or strategic or beneficial, but because something in you recognizes something in them. It's irrational and inconvenient and absolutely necessary. He pulled up his own neural interface, projecting a hologram into the center of the room. Sarah appeared, Dr. Sarah Chen, the xenobiology specialist who had trained him before his mission. She was laughing in the recording, her dark hair pulled back from her face, her eyes crinkled at the corners. This is Dr. Chen, Adam said. She's brilliant, stubborn, completely impractical, and has a terrible singing voice. By every logical metric, Princess Elsa is superior. Elsa could share consciousness with me, could show me the universe in ways Sarah never could. Elsa could give me immortality through quantum preservation. She could make me more than human. Then why? Velithra demanded, and for the first time, Adam detected something like genuine confusion in her tone. Because when I look at Sarah, I don't want to be more than human. I want to be human with her. When Elsa touches my mind, it's like drowning in infinity, beautiful, terrifying, overwhelming. When Sarah touches my hand, it's like coming home. Elsa's form suddenly solidified, taking on a shape that was eerily human. She spoke for the first time, her voice a harmony of frequencies. "You fear me." "No," Adam said gently. "I'm in awe of you, Princess. You're magnificent. You're everything humans dream of becoming, post-physical, post-temporal, connected to the fundamental fabric of reality itself. But I'm not ready to stop being human yet. And I can't pretend to feel something I don't, not even to save my species." "So you choose extinction over evolution?" the Queen asked. "I choose honesty over expedience," Adam replied. "And I'm hoping that means something to a species that can literally perceive truth at a quantum level. You must know I'm not lying. Every emotion I'm feeling is transparent to your sensors." Velithra was silent for a long moment. The light in the throne room shifted as one of the suns began to set, casting strange shadows through the crystalline architecture. "Your species is inefficient," she finally said. "You make decisions based on emotion rather than logic. You cling to primitive bonding mechanisms when superior alternatives exist. You would rather die than compromise your irrational values." "Yes," Adam said, waiting for the hammer to fall. "This explains much about your species' history," Velithra continued. "Your wars, your art, your literature, your seemingly suicidal determination to reach the stars despite every setback." She stood, her form towering over Adam. "You are correct that we can perceive truth. We see that you are not merely making excuses. This love is as fundamental to your neural architecture as quantum entanglement is to ours." She turned to Elsa. "My daughter, what say you?" Elsa's form flickered rapidly, cycling through dozens of states before settling on something that looked almost sad. "I understand now, Mother. I attempted to bond with him as one Zenari bonds with another, through compatibility and strategic alignment. But humans bond through choice and irrationality. He has already bonded with another. To interfere would be—" She paused, searching for the word, "wrong." "You understand human morality?" Velithra asked, surprise evident in her tone. "I am beginning to," Elsa said. "It is fascinating, inefficient but fascinating." The Queen returned her attention to Adam. "Ambassador, you have taught us something today. We Zenari believed we had transcended emotion when we evolved beyond our hive mind origins. We thought we had achieved pure rationality, but perhaps in losing emotion, we lost something essential." She gestured, and a holographic contract appeared in the air. "We will maintain our alliance with humanity, not because of a genetic bond between our peoples, but because a species that would choose love over survival is either admirably principled or entertainingly insane. Either way, you amuse us." Adam felt his knees weaken with relief. "Thank you, Your Majesty." "However," Velithra added, "you will bring this Dr. Chen to our court. We wish to observe this love phenomenon in its natural state. Consider it a requirement of our continued partnership." I'll ask her," Adam said, his mind already racing ahead to how he would explain all this to Sarah. "You will ask," Elsa said, her form brightening. "Even though her presence would benefit your mission, you will not compel her." "That's not how love works," Adam said. "You can't force it. You can only offer it and hope it's reciprocated." Elsa drifted closer, her quantum state stabilizing into something that looked almost wistful. "Then I envy you, Adam of Earth. To have something so precious that you would risk everything for it. That is a form of wealth we Zenari have never possessed." As Adam left the throne room, his neural implant chimed with an incoming message from Earth. Sarah's face appeared, worried and hopeful. "Adam, we got word the negotiations went long. Are we okay?" He smiled, the first genuine smile in weeks. "We're okay, all of us. And Sarah, I have something I need to tell you when I get back." "Good news or bad news?" "Strange news," he said, "but definitely good. I'll explain everything, I promise." As the connection closed, Adam looked back at the palace one last time. Through the transparent dome, he could see Elsa watching him leave, her form a swirling galaxy of quantum possibilities. She raised one hand, or what passed for a hand, in farewell. He returned the gesture and headed toward the transport that would take him home. Home to Earth. Home to Sarah. Home to everything that made him beautifully, irrationally, impossibly human.